I'm saying not to do it now. Finish.
Spotted leopard. Okay, let's.
Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we will show you our one-day trip to Rishikesh, small town near Dehradun. It is famous for the International Yoga Festival held every year in June. It lies on the banks of the river Ganga. To find out about the wheelchair accessibility in Rishikesh in 2014, go on and watch the video. So from our hotel to the parking near Jhula in Rishikesh, it was around 49 kilometers, and according to Google, it takes 1 hour or so by vehicle. Rishikesh is the self-styled yoga capital of the world and is considered to be the birthplace of this wildly popular practice that's said to benefit both mind and body. In addition to being a melting pot of worldly intellectuals, this Hindu pilgrimage site that rests peacefully on both sides of the sacred Ganges river has recently become a hub for outdoor activities as well. But there's lots more to do there nowadays. And here's the catch in our story. While Mum doesn't quite remember telling the rental vehicle's driver to take us to the Ram Jhula instead of the Lakshman Jhula, first timers to the city may easily be fooled. The Ram Jhula is an iron suspension bridge across the river Ganges. It is located 3 kilometers northeast from the town of Rishikesh. It was built in 1986. It is very similar in design to the Lakshman Jhula, which is 2 kilometers further upwards the river stream. Both the Jhulas or swing bridges look similar and are iconic landmarks of Rishikesh, but Lakshman Jhula is the more ancient one and is said to be built by Lakshman, brother of Hindu god Ram, and he used jute ropes to cross the river Ganges here. It was reconstructed and completed in 1929. According to recent news sources, this has been closed permanently from July 2019 due to its deteriorating condition, and a parallel bridge is being built. Here's a tip. For an outsider, the distinguishing mark between the two bridges is the location of the Triambakeshwar temple on the left hand of the Lakshman Jhula when going from the Rishikesh city side. There are no tolls on both the bridges. That day was the Indian festival of Holi, and after a lazy morning, we left for Rishikesh after lunch at around 2 or 2:30 pm. We reached an hour later. We had to leave our vehicle at the parking lot and walked on road towards the bridge. It took us about 5 minutes. It is a footbridge, though we saw motorbikes and scooters also. Once on the bridge, every time a motor vehicle or scooter passed by, the bridge would shake a little. The view of the Ganges from the bridge was beautiful. We saw some foreigners too with holy colors on them. Once on the other side, we debated going left or right. We went right, but if we had gone left, we would have been able to see the Lakshman Jhula some 2 kilometers upstream. It was interesting to hear Hindu mantras being sung in American accent. Papa was on the lookout for an accessible ghat, but we found none. Then to our delight, we found this ramp, but it was too dirty. Nevertheless, we kept walking on the by lane, and though it was a bit dirty, my wheelchair didn't face any obstacles. We kept walking and looking. There were many ashrams and many temples attached to them. Some were accessible and some not. We saw the Swarg Ashram, the Parmarth Niketan Ashram, and Gita Bhavan 1 and 2. When we reached Gita Bhavan 2, Papa went to the ghat opposite it to have a look, and though it had plenty of stairs, he said this was perfect because it was clean and there was no hustle bustle and the view was beautiful. So this is where we sat. We left my wheelchair at the top of the stairs. Look out for my Superman Papa. Love him. This holy man seemed to have beautiful thoughts about a family, isn't it?
कौन बैग में क्या किताब? ये मेरे कैमरा कहाँ है? हाँ बैग में। अच्छा। और विनीत ने ऋषा को पानी छीट दिया है और ऋषा गुस्सा हो गया है।
Well, we're getting late now. It's getting dark now.
क्या हुआ? फिर से क्या? फिर से क्या?
अच्छा हो गया,
you
अब
asked for
यहाँ
it.
से तमाशे शुरू हो जाएगा. ये क्या हो रहा है?
Recording.
I'm trying not to do it now. Finish.
Spotted.
करूंगी ना तो इस
Okay, let's.
Someone was gracious to take a family pic. If we had gone a bit early, a walk further down the lane would have taken us to the Beatles ashram. Yes, it is here that the Beatles studied meditation between February and April 1968. It is 2 kilometers from the Jhula. The ashram was abandoned in the 1970s and was opened until recently in 2015 to the public as a result of continued interest in the Beatles' 1968 retreat. Looks interesting. It was time to head back. On the way, we saw some tired foreigners with bags and baggages inside the Parmarth Niketan Ghat. I think there was going to be an aarti later in the evening. We spotted a wheelchair friend and stopped for a small chit chat with her. It was evening, and Mom and Papa stopped for a cup of chai. By the time we reached the parking lot, we were all very hungry, and Papa spotted this restaurant called Chotiwala by the Ganges and walked right in. It was on the first floor with stairs, so me and GT waited down in the car. They said the view of the Ganges from the restaurant window was breathtaking, and the food they packed for dinner turned out good too. Stay tuned for our next video on a one-day trip to Dhanolti and Mussoorie coming up soon in this series. So I hope you liked the video. Do give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more upcoming travel videos. You can also follow me on Instagram at the rate of Wheelchair Travels with Vineet. Thanks for watching. Peace. To find out हाँ चलो फिर से